doing, sweetie? All right, we did that a different way. What are we doing? I got you. I got you. Come here. Oh, everybody give me big old lovin's. What's that about? What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is that? Oh, hey, Brian. Oh, that hurt. Hey, buddy. Hey. All right, what are you doing? Uh-oh, you seem a little tired. What are you doing? All right, everybody get a pet. All right, go. Now you go. I gotta do my work. They're following me. I can't get away from them. Help me. Go! Mornings are a lot of fun on the farm. You just don't know what's gonna happen. Get to visit all with the animals. That's always a lot of fun. Mornings, we do have to do our chores. And one of the big chores we're doing this time of year is watering the garden. And what we do that with is right over here out of our water ring. We planted everything in the garden not too long ago and it began to dry out. So we set up a small pump like we do every year. It's right there. It's a 2-stroke pump, draws from here. When the gas or the tank is empty, the water is done for that part of the day. Look right up there, you're gonna see that head, there it goes. Now it's gonna start watering all of our tomatoes and our peppers. So far I've gotten all the animals fed, that's a good thing. Next thing I gotta do is get ready to make some hay. Yesterday we tedded, today we're gonna rake. I'm gonna show you a little bit about that here in a few minutes. What are you guys doing? The little brown one right there, that's Brian. Named after our UPS driver. Because they both wear the same clothes. Although in this light, she looks kind of white. I know, it's a she, but I still call her Brian. The kids call her Bree. Are you guys? Have fun, I got to go. See ya. What is this? Who knows what this kind of plant right here is? Leave it in the comments. I'm curious. It has some really interesting properties. You can make a tea out of it. Let me get over here, can you see me? There we go. You can make a tea out of it, and it really helps with what? Leave me alone, Brian. What are you doing, big girl? Emily's getting mad at me. I've yet to trellis the peas. I think we're gonna do that this afternoon. The potatoes are coming in really well. Greenhouse, that looks terrible. At some point I'm gonna fix it so I can dry some firewood in it, but I'm probably not gonna be able to use it for our garden. Maybe a little bit in the winter, we'll see. This is a temporary fence here, and what we're gonna be doing soon is putting posts way up there, all the way down to this gate here, and installing a gate. And the fence is gonna be probably 7 to 8 feet tall. All right, you guys, I gotta go. I'll see you later. One of the things I gotta do today is to make space in the barn for the hay. So in order to do that, it's a bunch of shuffling. The tractor that I want to use to do that has got something on it. So I've got to get it down to the garden and get it emptied, and then set that piece aside, then grab another piece, and all in all, it's gonna take me a few minutes to get set up, but I'll show you what I'm getting ready to do. If you look over there, you can see we've got some hay bales that we made last week. These need to be stacked one on top of another, and the hay bales from here, and there's one more outside, need to go over there as well. All this junk right here has to get put back into a trailer. This was a bunch of stuff that we got when we bought our greenhouse. A lot of good stuff, just stuff we're not gonna use right now. And taking the time to get it on Craigslist or Marketplace, I just don't have it right at the moment. Maybe next year I'll be able to get it gone, but at this point in time, I can't do it. I've got other things I've got to get done. This guy right here makes moving hay absolutely easy. Now it does take a little bit of effort because I got to get that big monster thing off of here. And I got to tell you, it wasn't all that easy to get it on, that's for sure. I'm going to work on getting everything moved. Once that's done, then I'm going to get the hay moved. I'm going to go swap the tedder for the rake, and then I'm going to show you how that rake works. The lighting in here is terrible. I can't get to a spot where you're not seeing like a blur. I wanted to share something with you that's kind of neat. It's made by a company called Draminsky. It's a probe. Let me show it to you. I gotta pull it out. It's kind of long. See this thing? It's pretty long. And what it does is we just take it, we shove it into the hay bale, we turn it on. It takes just a moment for it to read, and then we're going to look at either percentage or temperature. Right now, the percentage is low, which means it's under like 6 or 7%. It may not be that low. Maybe it's under 10%. When I hit temperature, you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. It's 82 degrees. Now, why is that important? It's important because if you have moisture in hay or you've got a high temperature, you have the recipe for spontaneous combustion. And hay bales have been known to catch fire and burn buildings down. And that's the last thing we need here. So every single bale we have is tested with this guy right here several times. Number one, when it's brought out of the field, we test it, and then if it's hot, it stays outside. If it's high moisture, it stays outside until both of those come down. Now, not always does that moisture come down, but it certainly will drop somewhat. But the temperature will go down. And once that temperature gets down to a certain level, I like to see it at 12% or lower, then I'll put it in the barn. This is my rake. I know it looks green, and it could be a John Deere rake, but it's made by Frontier. And I'm guessing John Deere white or labels theirs. It's exactly the same. And that may be why those things are yellow. This is a 4-wheel rake. Some of the rakes will have an extra wheel down here. Mine doesn't. It's a little bit smaller. You can take this rake and you can twist these guys or move them back to get a tighter windrow right here. Or you can relax them so they go in that direction and it'll make a wider windrow. With what we do, we don't need a wide windrow. The tighter, the better. And I've set it up years ago and it's still working really, really well. Every now and again though, I'll break those bolts right down there, which are holding the mast on. And I keep them in the barn now because, you know, you're not going to break them when you don't need it. So I've got some extra ones floating around. You can tell I've added some extra stuff there. I haven't broke those yet. Well, hopefully that won't happen. Now, the way this rake works is kind of neat because it doesn't require power. Now, it does require hydraulics, and hydraulics means that the arms will come up and go down hydraulically with the ram. They actually go up with the hydraulics, and when you let go of the hydraulics, the weight of them brings them back down. So there's only one line that works that hydraulic arm, or that ram, if you will. Now, the rake itself is ground driven, meaning as you're driving through the pasture, what happens is the wheels begin to spin. And when they spin, they funnel all the grass right back here in the middle, and it creates a windrow. In just a couple minutes, I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is one of those tools on the farm that really owes me nothing. I have beat this thing up. You can tell I put a couple more wheels on it, and I've got a couple more for that side too. They are unidirectional, if you can believe that. So I always keep 1 or 2 extras in the barn just in case I have a problem. But this thing really doesn't owe me a dime. It has done very, very well for all the abuse that I have given it. It sure took me a lot longer than I thought it would today to get the baling done. I've been at it now for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I got it all done. It's kind of rough down there on the bottom. So I was bouncing around quite a bit and I couldn't go as fast as I wanted. I got it all finished. Now I'm going to show you the baler. It's really pretty cool. These are the side panels right here. There's 2 of them, and I'm getting dusted. Oh, let's go down to the bottom. Now we got the winds coming out of that direction, blowing that way. I don't want to get that in my eyes for sure. This will all come out when I start it up in a few minutes and blow everything out. This is the side of the baler, and you can see it's all run by chains, and these things are big and heavy. Now the first thing you notice is there's no twine. What this is it's called net wrap. It's a plastic wrap, and I've got mine set up to wrap 4 times because I want them pretty tight, that's for sure. All right, the way the baling works is the rake makes the windrow. These guys right here are sweeping in this direction, okay? Sort of clockwise, and they're gobbling up the hay. Now, over in here, you've got a screw, and it's pushing it to the center on both sides. And then you've got these big arms that are bringing it up inside. Let me show them to you on this side. Those big arms right there are guiding it into the chamber. Now, it's hard to see because the chamber is partially up above us, but when this thing comes down to this point here, it's just an open chamber inside of here. So when the thing starts running, this is rolling, that right there is rolling, and these guys right here, the belts, start to allow the hay to make a turning motion. Now I can't tell you if it's this way or that way, but it starts to make a turning motion. And that's when the bale starts rolling and becoming what we know as a round bale, which is, where's my round bale? Right there. So during the time that I'm collecting the hay, I'm looking inside at my computer, and it's telling me how many inches around it is. For me, I want a 4x5, which is 60 inches. Now I can't make anything less than 4 because that's the width of it, but I can take it from 60 inches down to 30, 32 inches. I don't necessarily want to do that, although they'd be a lot lighter, that's for sure. I personally want, oh, I got stuff in my eye. I personally want the biggest, the densest, tightest bale I can actually make, so I can stuff it in my barn and get more hay per pound inside the barn. Every time I come back to the farm, I blow everything out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my backpack blower. Hopefully it's still working because I had a problem with it the other day. But get the backpack blower, I'm gonna start the tractor up and then start my belts. When I do that, the belts are gonna just start rotating like they're supposed to. Everything in here is gonna start rotating. And then the backpack blower, along with the wind, is gonna take all this stuff and blow it out. Once that's done, I'm gonna grease everything up so that later in the season, if we get a chance to make some more hay, I'll be able to do it. You've got oil you gotta put in. There's grease points everywhere. It's really a neat piece of equipment. With the unit running, you probably can tell how it works a lot easier. You can see where the grass gets picked up in the windrow and how those 2 screws on both sides are pulling it in. You also can see where you've got those arms that keep coming up that are pushing that hay right into the chamber. It's hard to tell with the chamber being up what the belts actually do. They provide tension to keep the bale rolling. And as long as that bale's rolling, it can keep accumulating grass or hay in there, thus making a big fat round bale. You can tell the chains need to be oiled again. I have been at this all day. I think I'm gonna take a break. Now, I do have to do the animals and the other things that we normally do on the farm, but as far as this goes, I'm taking a break from this right now. We don't have rain coming in tomorrow, so all the bales can sit out tonight and do a little cooling, and that's gonna be really nice. Hey, thanks a lot for taking time out of your day to watch our videos. It really means a lot to us. We enjoy sharing what God's done for us with you. Thanks a lot. Do consider giving us a thumbs up. It means a lot to us. We love hearing from you in the comments. And until next time, God bless you.